the good life. How does fear works? How do we see fear in a whole? Fear is a tool. According to my experience, and I realized that fear is a tool that people use in manipulating to get their agenda over to people and to make the agenda come to pass. People use fear in order to hold down people, in order to control people. Fear is a tool that have made everybody be so obsessive of getting a particular thing that we don't really need or really want in our life, when it doesn't matter, because we are afraid, because we are being fed with fear almost every time, especially when you watch the news, when you watch television. Often there's more fears than positive things. So being afraid have been a part of the thing that have made our life existence be going these days, though. But because those days in the past, it's fear that make us reach this level, because we think that what can happen. So our grandparents, they have to bring us some different kind of ideas to make them go forward and to make them plan for the hard days and hard times. Because those days there were no machines. There weren't any machine or any vehicle to easy our job for us. So fear is a very obsessive thing. People can get obsessive easily of fear because most of our institutions are based on fear, are based on fear levels. We're looking at, for example, looking at religion now, it's about fear. People are afraid of going to hell. People are afraid of committing sin. And sin, as we know, most of us, we eat meat. We are killing. That is, we are actually killing some animals. We are killing a life form on earth before we eat. So I don't know what is the fear about. Why are people afraid? And what drives people to various places? If fears drive people into various places that they are not supposed to be now. Looking around in this our present day, like in the beginning of this year, we see how fear really works. Fear make everybody to do everything so rapidly, and like that we are actually manipulating our energy actually. Because when we are living in fear, whatever we think that is hard for them to actually hurt us, that is the time that it can actually get to us easily, because we are in fear, because our energy is already around that particular subject. So living in fear is not a right thing at all. People living in fear, people sacrificing everything that they have for only fear. In some places you hear that, come and pay this thing because of this thing, if not you are going to this certain place, if not you are going to become poor, you are going to become useless in a society. But no, I'm here to tell you that living in fear is not the right way, because in these our days, solutions are everywhere for us. Solutions are everywhere. Whenever you meet, whenever you come across that people are trying to drive fear into a particular subject or a particular environment, That is a tool of control. They are trying to use that as a control tool. So I would like to tell you that we are not created to be afraid. No. The universe didn't create us, didn't create man for them to remain in fear. No. Even before we got this our clothes they are wearing now, man will live without clothes in the middle of the jungle, in the middle of wild animals, will live without fears. Just imagine that. If Mother Nature can live in the midst of animals, why should we now, in the present days, 2020, why should we be afraid? Another important thing again is that you should let fear not control your emotions. Don't let fear control your consciousness, your awareness, because our awareness is what creates the things, and our energy is what creates the things that we see around us today. Awareness is when you try to focus and pay attention to the places that you want your energy to focus on, because whatever you focus on grows. So if we are focusing on fear, like in this moment, if we are focusing on this fear, the fear will actually grow and it will become more higher than we think that it should be. So let love guide us, not fear. Any tool of fear around us, let us leave those things behind us. Let us leave them behind us. Beside my supermarket now in Italy, in this time of epidemic period, that is coronavirus, or what did they call it? Coronavirus, yes. Most of the supermarkets are empty. See them. Most of inside the supermarkets are empty. People are being fed with fear because many people are still watching TV. I get a message from my family members that see what is happening. But me, I just know that this is not the time for us to be afraid for any situation, because whatever we focus on grows. Focus on love. Focus on the next level of our life. That is what we should be focusing on, and we should focus on manifesting whatever we want this year. In this year to 2020, manifest with your energy, manifest with your consciousness what you want to see around you, what the changes that you want to manifest around our world. Okay, now we'll talk later. The good life.